Hello guys, welcome to Friends in Tech Automation. We provide practical PLC, SCADA, and IoT training. Now, in this tutorial, we want to talk about ignition, and we are starting a new series on how to develop your SCADA system, your SCADA screens, using ignition software from Inductive Automation. So this is just the start of a series. In our previous video, we explained how to download Ignition Gateway and how to install it. Then we went further ahead and explained how to download Designer Launcher and how to install it. Now in today's video we want to do an overview, basically an overview of Ignition Gateway, because it's very important. Ignition Gateway is the heart or the brain of Ignition software. Now for instance, after installing Ignition Gateway, this is how you can access it on your browser. So you just have to type localhost /8088, then you just have to click enter. But now you have to remember your password and your username. That's a must. So if you do that, after logging in, you can see I'm logged in as Ronald, and this is my dashboard. So this is Ignition Gateway. Now what is Ignition Gateway and how is it important? Normally when you talk about gateway, gateway is a tool or a software that is used to link two networks or two systems of different architectures or different communication protocols. Like for instance, we want our PLC to communicate with SCADA software. So these are two systems that uses different communication protocols and systems of different architecture. So that means that you need to create a gateway. So Ignition Gateway handles that. It handles communication between your PLC and your SCADA software. So it is responsible. This is where you can take backup, you can do project setup, you can create OPC UA devices and other stuff. Now let's get started here. So this is home page. So this is welcome page, and you can see gateway overview, gateway name, redundancy, gateway version. Right now I'm using version 8.3.0 or .0. Then on my right hand side I have Designer Launcher, workstation, perspective workstation, and Vision Client Launcher. Of course I'll be explaining different modules in Ignition or Ignition modules. So Designer Launcher, one thing is that gateway handles communication. Then Designer Launcher is where you design your screens. It is interactive development environment, IDE. So this is where you design your SCADA screens or SCADA windows. Then we have perspective workstation. So the good thing with Ignition, you can develop your project as a perspective project or as a vision project. So when you develop your project as a vision project, that means that you will deploy that on your desktop using what is called Vision Client Launcher. When you design your project as a perspective project, you can deploy that project on a web browser or mobile phone using perspective workstation. All right. So that's it. These are just different Ignition resources. So when you come to Designer, this is how you can download Ignition Designer. But you have to select your operating system. Is it Windows, is it macOS, or is it Linux? You have to specify that. This is just an highlight of connections. So you see that what I have here. Then we have perspective. So perspective, if you want to launch your perspective project on web browser, you just come to perspective here. Then you click on launch. So I can launch, these are all my perspective projects. So I can launch these perspective projects here. Can launch HMI_test, design like a pro, industrial, PLC_SCADA, all these projects. I can launch them on my web browser using this Ignition Gateway. So this is how you download perspective. So again, you have to specify your operating system. But for me, I don't have this here because I don't really need it, because workstation is just it's just a launcher. I mean, if you have a web browser, you don't need a perspective workstation because you can still launch your perspective projects using your web browser. Then you have visions. So you have to download this here, Vision Client Launcher. So you can launch these projects here, all these projects, using a Vision Client Launcher. So that is under Home. Then we have Platform. Platform basically is just an overview of your entire system. So gateway settings, projects. So you can see I have all these projects. So you can still see the summary of your projects in Ignition Gateway here. Modules that you have installed in your Ignition. For example, you'll see that you'll find out that not all modules are installed here, because when installing Ignition Gateway, you are asked, do you want typical or do you want custom? So if you selected typical, that means that you'll be lacking some modules. For instance, I have other modules from Cirrus Links for MQTT communication. So you see them here. For your case, you will not have those. Then licensing, no license is activated right now. Remember, this tutorial here, we are just using Ignition for education. If you want to use Ignition for production, you have to purchase license. So you have to activate license here. We have different modes here, not configured, store and forward, backup. If you need to backup your project, you need to download here. This is a key thing. It's a very important piece here. Normally, after building your project, it is advisable to take a backup. You never know when you'll need it, okay? So it's advisable you take a backup here. Then we have connections. Connections are a very important piece here. We have MQTT. I know you don't have this, so I'll just focus with devices, database, service connectors, and OPC. Now, devices are very important. The key thing, you need to understand why we are using Ignition and how to use this Ignition. Typically, we have your PLC and you have your SCADA software. So your PLC and SCADA software, these are different systems that they cannot understand each other. So you need a translator in between. So this translator is what is called OPC. So we need OPC to translate data from PLC to something that your SCADA software can really understand, maybe like JSON or XML. So devices here, you need to create that device that will fetch data from PLC and push it to your SCADA software, Ignition. So this is why you create device here. So these devices are basically OPC devices. So OPC devices. So if you come to connections here, you can add your devices here. So far I have 3, but my PLCs right now are not connected to my laptop. So that's why status is disconnected. Then we have databases. Very important. You cannot build a SCADA system without databases. For instance, in Ignition, we talk of a module called Historian. When you want to do trends, you need real-time trends, you need to know what happened yesterday, you need to store that data into some database. So this is where you link your database. It can be a remote database or it can be a local database. For example, in your laptop, you have installed MySQL database, or you have installed Oracle database, or you have installed MongoDB database, or you have installed SQLite database. So you need to link your Ignition gateway to communicate with that database. So you need to create that connection here. So this is where you connect that connection. So far you see I have 7 databases, but only 6 are connected. We only have valid connections. And you can see here driver, we have SQLite, PostgreSQL, we have MySQL, and we have SQLite and other databases. You can link them there. So we'll be talking on how to link your database. Maybe it's a local database or it's a remote database. How to link that in your Ignition gateway. It's a very important topic that you really need to understand. Then that's it. Then you have service connectors. None is configured right now. There maybe if you need cloud-based services like Amazon Web Services. Then most importantly, we have OPC. So the thing is that Ignition comes in with a built-in OPC UA server. You need to understand that. Ignition's SCADA software from Inductive Automation comes in with the built-in OPC UA server. So in our next video, I'll be talking more. I will be explaining what is OPC communication protocol. You really need to understand what is OPC communication protocol. How is OPC a client server communication protocol? How does it work? So we have OPC here. If I go to connections here, you can see I have Ignition OPC UA server. So this is a built-in OPC UA server. It comes with Ignition. Then I have another third-party OPC server, and that is Capeware, or what is called Cap Server EX. So this is from PTC Industry. You have it there. I have another one here. This one is from maybe I have ABB AC800 PLCs in my system. They have OPC servers as well. I can link that OPC server to Ignition Gateway here, and you see them here. So once you have linked your Ignition, once you have linked your OPC UA server to Ignition Gateway, that means that you can go to Designer Launcher and access tags inside that PLC using Ignition server. Then we have networks here. So networks are also very important here. So you have your network settings. So remember, Ignition Gateway, it's a web server. It is a web server. So it runs as a web server, right? So you can decide, will it run as a HTTPS or HTTP server. So sometimes you'll be asked to enable SSL certificates or TLS certificates. So when you come to web servers here, you can see that web server settings. Right now, I've not enabled SSL TLS certificates. So you need to install that. So right now, Ignition is just running on my machine, so as a local. So if I need to access Ignition Gateway, I have to write localhost. But still, you can install Ignition Gateway on a remote server. So maybe through that you can enable SSL and TLS certificates just for encryption, data encryption and protection, okay? Just for security reasons. So when you're using Ignition as HTTP, this is the port. Port is 8088. When you have enabled this SSL or TLS, then you'll be using HTTPS port, which is port 8043. Then we have email settings here. These are my email settings. For instance, in Ignition, we talk of something called reporting module. So reporting module, instead of sending your operators every 1 hour to collect data, to read some data and fill them in some spreadsheet, you can design your reports or reporting system in that Ignition will send that report to you maybe 6 a.m. every day in the morning through an email, or maybe just save it as a PDF. So you can use these email settings here. We have gateway networks. I don't need to configure anything here. So that's it. Then we have services. So here you can access historian modules, your history, your historians. For example, if I go to historians, I have this already. We'll be talking of this here. We'll be talking how you can make a tag to be an historian tag. So you can talk of tags here: alarms, alarm pipelines, alarm notifications, rosters, scheduling, managed scripts, reports. For instance, you can see the reports that are scheduled when they will be executed next. For instance, if you see design like a pro, it's one of my project, and I have a report that's called SCADA and IoT level monitoring, and it is scheduled to start at maybe 22nd of March 2026, and action is to be saved as a PDF and also to be emailed. So that is reporting module. Then we have transaction groups. So transaction groups, in Ignition we use transaction groups if we need to communicate with our databases. Alright, if you need to communicate with databases, normally we use transaction groups. So it can be a bidirectional communication, or it can just be unidirectional communication between your Ignition Designer Launcher and your databases. That's it. Then you have diagnostics here. So that's all about Ignition Gateway. You really need to understand this Ignition Gateway setup. So the next thing we'll be talking about is connections. Under connections, we'll be talking of OPC. So you really need to understand what is OPC, what is OPC UA, and what is OPC Classic. So thank you again for watching this video. If you like it, hit our subscription button and share this content.